Hello Aquarius, so I'm finding out what is going on with the energies for you all for July the 4th to the 11th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot. We're figuring out anything that's working for you at this time. And of course, we're seeing how it is all likely going to be playing out as well. Okay, right, so let's find out what is going on for you guys. Okay, different page. Doesn't want the same things anymore as once did. Different viewpoints on how to raise a child or children, or how to live their life, right? So different page. This is not seeing eye to eye with someone. They could also be a bit emotionally distant at this time as well, Aquarius, sort of like struggling to get through to them, just them like having this vacant stare. Okay, whenever you're trying to have a conversation about the things that you either disagree with or are not happy with, I'm getting the impression that you're being brushed off. Or other times they are going to react in quite an inflamed way that is not, it's not in line with the conversation, right? They're overreacting, they're blowing up, basically. Okay, let's find out what else. In their heads. I mentioned about the vacant stare. You got it there. Okay, in their heads. Allows insecurities to affect their emotions, sabotages the relationship due to fear and doubt, and overthinks and questions emotions. Okay, reading too much into it, basically. Maybe even passing on like negative attributes onto you, right? Projection. You know what I mean? So they are going to have a certain insecurity about something and then pass that on to you, right? Creating arguments. Just all of this really, really negative energy. And for why? Because you have an opinion, because you have concerns, and you're being met with this aggression and insecurity, or for some of you, you're being flat out ignored. Okay, like you're not even there, which is really, really awful. Okay, can you tell us more about this energy for Aquarius, please? What is this about being on a different page? So no longer having anything in common with this individual. Okay, be just completely unhappy, right? There's definitely the strong sense of, I didn't even get the words out there, Aquarius. The Four of Cups. Unhappy, discontent, a strong sense of exhaustion, to be quite honest with you, Aquarius. Temperance, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Aquarius, questioning yourself. Why the fuck am I still here? Why am I still trying to make that work? Questioning why you didn't take action a long time ago, right? Now that self-blame, let's call it what it is, it's understandable. However, you need to be careful of that trap of the self-blame. Okay. Accountability, healthy. Taking all of the blame, very unhealthy, right? What is this Queen of Wands? I actually feel that that's your energy, Aquarius. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I feel that that is saying that you're in your prime years, right? You're supposed to be having the rest of your life to look forward to, but when you do look at the potential future, it's full of uncertainty at the moment. Okay, at the moment. It's not going to be that way forever, but at the moment it's like you're looking at all of the things that you should have done, wished that you'd done, could have done, or might still be able to do, okay? And realizing major thing here is stopping me from doing that. And is this. Different page about the future, different page about where the connection or the situation's headed. What is this Temperance? Whoa. The Tower with the King of Pentacles off balance. Yeah. That seems to be a major bone of contention there. Okay. The Temperance with the Tower is a volatile situation, volatile person and or volatile relationship. Right? Is that King of Pentacles off balance is doing it for me. I kind of feel like someone is either selfish with their time or selfish with their resources. Especially if you're supposed to be in a partnership with this person. They're either flat out not contributing anything at all, or they're being incredibly stingy and making you feel bad whenever you're saying, oh, let's spend some time together doing this, that, and the next. Or do you not think that you need to financially contribute to yada, 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 right? It's the attitude surrounding that provider responsibility. Their attitude surrounding that, quite honestly, is disgusting. What is this Six of Swords for the different page energy, please? The Moon reversed. So the longer that this goes on, Aquarius, the more inclined you're feeling to separate yourself from this individual. You might have been afraid maybe a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, on taking action here. You might have been afraid of their reaction, especially if they are as volatile as what I think they are. I'm just going by these cards. But the longer this goes on, the less stressed you're starting to feel, because that decision is being compounded in your own mind the longer that this goes on. Why? Okay, why are they in their heads? What is it that they're insecure about? What are they insecure about, please? Ten of Pentacles off balance with the Three of Pentacles in the upright position. Insecure about your potential success. Insecure about, maybe it could be somebody to do with a relative of yours for some. Insecure about other people. Could be children, right? Could be exes with that Ten of Pentacles off balance. especially if you're someone who has had a life elsewhere with someone else before you met this person. And they're going to be insecure about that. I actually feel that it's closer to this one, Aquarius, insecure about your financial growth, success, the potential that you have to be massively successful. Insecure about those who are currently on your team, those who are helping you, those who are supporting you. All of those messages is to do with other people and how involved they are with you. All of it. Why is this happening? Identity issues. Struggle. It says struggles with orientation and sexual identity. So maybe there is something going on with them there. Maybe this is someone who is lying about their sexual identity. I don't know why that still goes on in this day and age, but I know for a fact it does. It shouldn't do, but it does. It is what it is. Right? So many people are actually living in denial about their preferences. And I tell you what, that more often than not will happen. And I'm not singling anyone out here, okay? That more often than not will happen with actually gay men. And they're shacking up with women. And then it ends up being a horrendous situation for both. Because that man has a different preference. But they're, you know, trying to live the mask of what has been deemed as the norm, right? Living a lie isn't norm. Afraid to show their true colors, feels rejected by society, and pretending fake flex. Pretending fake flex. So for the vast majority of you guys that are resonating here, it's very, very likely, Aquarius, that this person, you're making them feel insecure about their earning potential, okay? Let's just be honest and realistic here, right? Because in their head, they're the only ones that are allowed to be successful. Now, for all I know, this could be going on within like a family of origin type scenario, right? This could be about one of your siblings or a parent who is feeling incredibly embittered about the fact that you are well and truly on the path to an insane amount of wealth and success, right? But in their head, they're like that. I'm better than Aquarius. What the fuck? Why is Aquarius getting that? I should be getting that. I work just as hard, if not double as hard as Aquarius. Do you know what I mean? And so it's kind of like this snowball effect, where it started off as one thing, but then by the end it's just completely huge and out of control and overblown. We've already mentioned the message here about someone here is overreacting. Is that where it's coming from? Yes. That's exactly where the overreactions are coming from, Aquarius. Okay. Can you tell us more about this, please? For why this is happening? Don't like it. Okay. Grateful for the messages, but the energy that's behind these messages is fucking horrible, Aquarius. It really, really is. Let's take a look. Right, these are all off balance, okay? 4 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the Fool. All off balance. the catalyst, why this is happening, they refuse to see that your success is your own. It's like they're desperately trying to convince themselves that you didn't earn this. Convincing themselves that you were given this. They are so very wrong on so many different levels. It is fucking painful. They're saying, oh, man, you just got lucky. Luck had nothing to do with it. At all. And they refuse to listen to anything else. Well, here's a simple solution, Aquarius. If they're not prepared to stand by you, they can go stand somewhere else. They can leave. And especially if this is an individual who you're supposed to be together with as a partner, and they're supposed to be supportive of you, and they actually are becoming incredibly jealous of you instead of being supportive, surely that's exposing who they really were underneath the whole time. These ones. Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. In the upright position. It's time for you to deliver a few home truths here, Aquarius. Maybe you already have, because to be fair, this is part of the catalytic energy. Maybe you've already had this conversation with this person. I don't feel like they listened. I feel like you've tried to be as fair and as accommodating as what you possibly could. I genuinely do. In your blind spot, mothering. Treats partner as their child or feels like a parent to their partner. Picks up after partner and or has to nag repeatedly. Aquarius, you finding yourself having to nag constantly? Are you finding yourself feeling like you're having to be a replacement parent for this person? And again, it doesn't have to be going on within a romantic situation. This could be going on within a professional setting at your workplace. This could be going on within like a sibling type relationship as well, right? Where the sibling basically expects for you to be the parent. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be romantic. For some it will be, definitely. For some. But if you feel, I mean, I say but if you feel, you do feel like you're being used as a replacement parent for this person. And it's too much. You know that on a very deep subconscious level because this is going on in your blind spot, Aquarius. That's made you look at this person differently. It's also made you feel differently about them as well. I mean, especially if that is going on within a romantic setting. Because that's fucking horrendous too. I've been there before. It's awful. Absolutely awful. You tell, oh, okay. Now, Five of Swords, Strength, and the Eight of Swords. I mean, there it is, right? Having the strength and courage to actually put your foot down here, Aquarius. The Eight of Swords. It feels to me, and here's the thing, Aquarius, it feels to me, because this can be a self-imposed prison, right? At some point, you might have accidentally made the situation worse. okay, by putting up with this for so long. But again, I don't want you falling into that trap of entirely blaming yourself for all of this here, okay? I don't want you going down that route. Some of it you accidentally might have contributed to, as I say, by not putting your foot down before now. I think that's all changing up now, though, Aquarius. Because I'm of the understanding here with this combination that you are about to reach your limit. But the thing is, you need to get to that point in order to actually do anything about the situation. Do you know what I mean? What's working for you? Dreaming. Connected in 5D, frequently tries to reconnect either through dreams or uses astral projection and can feel others' emotions. For what's working for you. Is there somebody that you need to contact, Aquarius? Either in the physical world or the spiritual one? Is there someone's help that you need to reach out and ask for? It's possible. Let's find out more. What is this message of spiritually connecting? Seven of Swords. Oh my God. Seven of Swords. Tell me about this Seven of Swords. The Hermit. What's this one? The Hangman. Frequently tries to reconnect either through dreams or is using astral projection for what is working for you. But why the hell is that Seven of Swords here clarified with the Hermit and the Hangman? Because this one can be an inward spiritual journey. It's all about that self-mastery. But Aquarius, I also feel, because this is a very quiet energy, so I feel here that this is saying that you have to do this in secret, not letting this person know that you've been seeking some kind of help, either spiritual or otherwise. What's the context of that Seven of Swords? Five of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Okay. Okay. So, honestly, Aquarius, this is a really, really confusing thing for me here, right? Because somebody, I feel like there are subliminals that have been going on. Now, that could be someone doing subliminals like while you were asleep. In order to create this doubt, uncertainty, and inner conflict for you. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, that seems a bit far-fetched. Right? So you're going to have to really, really be careful with these messages, Aquarius, because obviously it's not going to resonate for all of you, okay? Now, you know who it is that you're dealing with here, this insecure person. Is it within their character to play some sort of subliminals while a person is asleep in order to create this inner disharmony and turmoil within a person that they're jealous of? If that is within their character to do, then pay attention, right? This Seven of Swords, for the most part, I feel is actually saying, Aquarius, there are much better ways of doing things here. You're not going to be able to ask this person directly because, of course, you know that they're just going to lie. That's what they do. So you're going to have to be smart about it instead in order for you to get your answers. And a part of that is about deep meditation, deep contemplation, that hermit energy, which is incredibly spiritual, especially in terms of being connected to the 5D. Do you know what I mean? It starts to paint a bit of a picture here for what's working for you. Contemplation. I would be really, really cautious of anything, of doing anything, I should say, around this person where they can see. I'd be really careful of that. Be really careful of them knowing about plans as well. I think being subtle and getting in touch with your spiritual gifts and abilities on the down low is what's going to work for you. How this is likely going to play out, tripping. Okay, uses drugs, alcohol, or addictive substances to mask feelings and needs, withdrawn, lacks communication skills, out of touch with reality. For how is it likely going to play out? I'm concerned because I feel here that whoever this is, Aquarius, obviously they're not going to be able to step in the way of your success, because ultimately that's what this is all about. And they're tripping to think that they can. Okay, they're tripping to think that they can stop you, sabotage you, anything like that. They're fucking tripping. Now, this is why I'm concerned. They have got very, very unhealthy coping mechanisms for when shit doesn't go their way. Okay? And I'll leave the rest of that to your own imagination. Because remembering, YouTube is really, really strict with certain things being said. Okay? I don't think you personally have got anything to really worry about here, though, Aquarius, because you've got the sun. You've got the sun energy here. Growth, happiness, optimism, abundance, positivity. Do you know what I mean? It's like you don't need any of the things mentioned on that card there that I'm not allowed to say out aloud again because I've already just said it. You don't need any of these things to make you happy, right? Because you have the ability to create happiness for yourself without the need of any of that. They're going to use that as a coping mechanism to deal with their disappointment. Ah, look. I literally just said the word, their disappointment, and then the Three of Swords turned over. Their disappointment at your success. So whoever this is, whether they're related to you or not, Aquarius, they do not want the best for you at all. In fact, they seem to be at their happiest when things are going all fucked up for you. That's not somebody that you're going to want in your corner. At all. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. This could be a Cancerian. This could also be a Leo. and Aries, Pisces. Realistically, they can be any sign, but I know that some people, you like to have the zodiac shouted out, don't you? Strongest overall message, Aquarius, is you moving on from this bullshit. Because that's exactly what it is. It's bullshit. The Chariot's a card of victory. You're being encouraged to celebrate your victories, whatever they might be. Okay. You have a healing message for Aquarius, please. Oh. A field of dreams. Be careful what's being planted in your metaphorical garden, Aquarius. You're the one that decides the quality of seeds that get planted. Okay? So the field here is going to be a metaphor for your life. Your thoughts, feelings and beliefs are always engaging in the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life, regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest, to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. So dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. Okay? I mean, it's fairly simple at that point, Aquarius. When you see it all broken down like that. You don't need this unnecessary complication in your life. You don't need someone who's, I don't know, either plotting or secretly hoping for your downfall. Like, what kind of bullshit's that? You don't need that. Doesn't matter who this person is. Okay, if you want instant wealth, cash in your swear jar. Get the fuck over it. I feel like that's a message for them. They need to get the fuck over it. And quickly. See the bigger fucking picture before taking action, okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.